Like one could be from India and like bright colors, and the other one could be from Boston and like more New England colors. So there's really a myriad of reasons that I'm called in to do a paint consult, because the couples just don't get along in their paint selection.
I'm sure you have to have a lot of psychology background too. I mean, in a certain way. I mean, I'm sure you have to read a lot, right, about moods of people.
It's true. It's true.
What affects
to be
people.
Really a paint expert, you have to know about physiology, psychology, and the physics of light. So there are several things, and then you also have to have a good eye for color. You have to know color connections and what colors kind of blend nicely, and you have to remember colors.
Yes, I bet. When you say you have to remember colors, what do you mean exactly with remember colors?
For instance, I see that blue, that turquoise, and I can go into a room filled with accessories and find exactly that shade of turquoise in pillows or matching things or accessorizing, blending colors.
And then you would use that color for a background color, for example.
Or to accessorize or to bring in that color in other places in the room. But I don't have to carry swatches so readily. I have a good color memory.
Wonderful, wonderful. Yeah,
many people do.
Yeah, I can see that could be very helpful, especially in your profession.
Yes.
When you decorate. There is something new out there, something completely new to me. What is new in paint? I think paint, the chemistry changed. Would you tell us a little bit about the?
Well, and you probably heard of low VOC paints.
Yes.
And VOC is volatile organic chemicals, and mostly that's benzene and formaldehyde in paint. And now there's many studies that show that these paints off-gas in your room years after you've painted, and it can cause, they believe, cancer and asthma. So there's a big movement now to reduce VOCs completely, and there are lots of new lines of paint that have absolutely no VOCs in them. Benjamin Moore, Sherwood-Williams, there's many of the major paint brands that you might have heard of carry colors that have no VOC in them.
So oil paint you would discharge completely. It looks like it.
Yes, I would not use oil paint.
So there's oil paint, there is latex paint, water-based paint.
Yes.
And then there is the organic paint, or
well, no, you can get low or no, either low or no VOCs in paint, the average paint, in many different lines. There's a palette. Now there's so many people who now put out paint. Stark does, you've heard of Pottery Barn and Renovation Hardware and all these various lines that now have different paints. So it's now a bit more of an issue selecting which paint is best for you. That's one of the new things. There's more silver and metallic flakes in paint.
Interesting.
Little, not that much, but just like there is in clothes, there's also metallic showing up in paint. And there's
so that becomes more popular. Sorry, I interrupted you. Okay, gotcha.
Yes.
Interesting. So what is the hot color of 2010? You taught me that one color is usually picked for 1 year.
Yes, so many people sit down in the industry and debate what color is going to be predominant and is going to show up a lot, and they're going to manufacture more things that coordinate with this color, and it is turquoise. It's a turquoisey color, and it goes really well with like brown leather, and with many people's couches or these neutral colors. This is a beige, and that's a brown leather. Well, that turquoise looks wonderful with many of these neutrals, and it's a color that's going to be here
with the turquoise.
for a couple of years. Turquoise will be here.
So where is it coming from? You say every country, as we know, has a different color preference, but also you said it's different from state to state. So turquoise, where is it coming from?
This is more of an international color that we're seeing a lot of influences from many different countries. Morocco, tropical colors where you see this turquoise color in the ocean. And it goes and it blends very nicely with many of the neutrals that people have chosen in the past couple of years. So it's a color that its influences are from all over.
Interesting, very interesting. I mean, I grew up in Germany, and I remember growing up, you really didn't use a lot of color. You used if you used color, very, very mild colors, maybe a mild
Subtle
yellow,
color.
very subtle colors, yeah. So, I mean, now it's becoming more popular. So in Germany, you start using colors. In France, it's the opposite way. There, you always use bright colors, happy colors.
Right.
And so in Italy and Spain.
Well, it depends on the sun. If you notice what you said, the south of France and Italy and
Right.
Spain has brighter sun, so the
Right.
colors tend to be brighter.
Yeah.
Cooler countries like Sweden, they tend to have softer, paler
Exactly.
colors. So your surroundings and where you live, your environment, all does influence
Yeah.
your
And
colors.
it must make your room lighter, I assume, right? When you
Right,
use white
right.
or maybe an off-white. Interesting. So, but it's a beautiful color. I'm not sure if I would really use it. I would call it a cold color, but I'm sure if you combine it with
You combine it with other
furnitures,
colors
yeah.
and with many of the neutrals. And it also, I just did a house where I used the bright blue.
Yeah.
This now is called Avatar Blue. People are really asking for Avatar Blue, the
Avatar
color
blue.
of the people, you know, the
movie.
indigenous people in the movie, yeah.
Beautiful movie. So it is a beautiful color. I like this color.
The dark blue? Or
Yeah,
the-
I like the dark blue, but I wouldn't put it on my wall. But I would definitely pick a couch, a sofa.
So you could,
Or
a dark
chairs.
blue
Yeah,
couch with some,
Definitely.
this turquoise color pillows would be nice.
That would be, yeah, exactly.
Or you can
yeah.
have some turquoise in a rug underneath a dark blue couch.
Right, that would
So
be
you
very
start
fresh.
layering these colors.
Yep, that's what
And gray is also very big. Pale gray, very popular now. It's the new beige.
I can see this in bathrooms. In bathrooms, you see it sometimes, but more. You're right. You see it more than
Really,
in
you're seeing
previous
it
year.
more in the new house?
Definitely, definitely. Mostly in bathrooms. Isn't that interesting? They're smaller spaces, but I do see a lot of gray in bathrooms. People don't take out those old tiles, the original tiles from 1920, 1930, but then they combine it with very modern color.
With like a bright green, or you could put
Yeah.
with a gray, a pink, a plum. Many pretty colors go very nicely
with
with a pale gray.
Yeah, it's beautiful. Let's see what else we have for you. A paint consultation. Explain to us what do you do? If I would hire you today for a paint consultation, how would that look like?
Well, a paint consultation consists of me actually going into your home, and I have a questionnaire of almost 50 questions actually that I can breeze through while
Interesting,
we're getting to know you, while we're sitting down and
Yeah.
talking. And then also I'm looking around, looking for clues for, you know, what colors you may like. I may ask you to rip out magazine pictures of design, of furniture, of fabric, of fashion that you like or dislike, and just collect maybe 50 of those. And by reviewing that, I will find out a lot about your
Right.
likes and dislikes. I'd like to interview the people who use the rooms. I
Right.
may want to peek in your closet, see
Why
what
in
kind of
my
colors you
closet?
wear.
Oh, interesting. Yes,
I don't care
of
how
course.
messy it is.
I do this usually as a realtor, so but not to be curious, just
Yeah.
to look at the space.
Yeah, I'm looking at the colors.
At
The
the
colors
colors,
you might choose to wear. It's really kind of involved. And then I have like 5 top little tips that I do that I really find out when I'm talking to you. Like, what kind of mood do you want to create in this room? And I want to establish your favorite and least favorite colors and try to figure out why. Like, why does your husband not like orange? It'd be nice to know that.
Yeah, I have to do some research. I will interview him tonight. I've
And
never
then-
done this.